Everybody ready? Let's talk about.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Janae, and I'm back with another one. I know I am late. Everybody done did their commentary on Carlee Russell, but I have a little 2 cents that I want to put in. And I want to bring up a story from back in the days that, black women been doing this for so long. I hate that, it's a black girl that did this because there's too many black women being missing and black kids. I just think it sucks that she did this for attention. I'm glad that she didn't put anybody else involved, but I just hate how it made black women look, But anyway, let's talk about this case.
Over to Hoover Police Chief Nick Durst. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Y'all see how that police chief look? He look like he ready to get it in. His hands are fidgeting. He's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to lay it in on this girl.
Thank everyone for being here today. Besides me, stands the team who played a significant role in this investigation. I want to thank our department, members of surrounding local law enforcement agencies, the FBI, Secret Service, United States Marshals, and ALEA for their assistance in this case.
You hear how many people was looking into this case? All them people, all them alphabet people that they named, all them alphabet agencies that they named was in looking for this girl.
We said from the evening of July 13th, our focus would be the safe return of Carlee Russell. That occurred on Saturday, July 15th, approximately 49 hours after she called 911 and disappeared. From that point, our focus has been to determine Carlee's whereabouts during that time and what exactly took place. Let me say up front, this investigation is not over. We're still working this case, and we'll work in this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that Carlee Russell was missing. However, through the public interest, and in some cases, public fear, that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that we have uncovered.
All right now, y'all buckle up. They're going to tell us the facts that they uncovered.
I will give you the facts that we know today. On July 13th, at approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a business at the Summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure.
She done stole from the spa. She stole a bathrobe, some toilet paper, and some other stuff from that spa. Her thieving self.
She ordered food from Taziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its.
Girl made sure she had her snacks for the weekend.
From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
We ain't gonna listen to the 911 call, but you hear all the stuff that she did, right? Matter of fact, let's listen to the 911 call. Come on.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there is a kid just walking by themselves.
Hold on. Where on 49 are you?
I'm right next to the exit 10 by the River Med, like you get off by the River Med.
Okay, so you're before that exit?
Yes.
Okay, were you headed southbound or northbound? Okay, towards Tuscaloosa or towards 280?
Towards Tuscaloosa.
Okay, and was the child on the left or right side?
On the right side.
Were they walking northbound or southbound?
They're walking towards Tuscaloosa.
Walking southbound, or how old do they look?
Like a toddler, maybe 3 or 4.
Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them?
Yes.
Okay, are you with the child right now?
No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though.
Do you mind staying and keep an eye on them until we get there?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, what kind of car are you in?
I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz.
Is that a sedan or SUV?
SUV.
She got a red Mercedes SUV. She popping bigger than a lot of us, okay? She got some bread.
I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry.
Can you put your hazards on for me?
Yeah, they're on.
Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do they look like they're injured?
No, they don't.
Are they white, black, Hispanic, or Asian?
They're white.
Okay.
And that's where she messed up at. A white baby. Okay? Y'all heard her say a white baby. I'm going to tell y'all why she messed up.
Is it male or female?
I think it's a boy, a little boy.
White male? Okay. So is he wearing clothes?
Yes.
Okay. What is he wearing?
It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper.
And you don't see any cars anywhere?
No cars anywhere.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
My name is Carlee Russell.
And you don't see any injuries on the shop from where you're at, correct?
No, but I can't really see them that good.
Okay. Try to keep an eye on them for the best you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them.
Okay.
All right. And do they have shoes on?
No. Not that I can see. I can't really see that. What?
Okay. All right. I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Carlee called a relative after speaking with the 911 operator. She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame.
All right, y'all. Let's look at the actual footage of how this went down. Okay. Okay.
Out here on the freeway. Is there any way you can send anybody? Because I'm scared for her. Please, somebody come help. Hey, yeah, I called him. Can you see my hazard lights? Yeah, I'm right here. Uh-huh. Look, I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to get here, so don't be asking all these damn questions. Just make sure you right there when I get there, goddamn. Because I'm right here on I-459. It ain't gonna take them that long to get here. So just make sure you right.
You know, black people are so silly. We do this type of mess all the time. We just be clowning off of everything. We don't take stuff seriously. That's crazy. We are something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm putting a wig on my seat right now. Just hold on. I gotta make sure like something happen. Shit.
I'm saying, you know it ain't gonna take too long to get there. They right around the damn corner. You ain't shit.
Hold on, can't forget my damn phone.
Did you get my snacks and shit?
Yes, I got your damn snacks. Now chill out. Shit. Yeah, come.
Hey,
What?
have you checked the internet lately?
No, what's wrong?
Check your Facebook page.
They got a camera up there?
Apparently they fucking do.
Shit, I got to go home.
Hold on, let me get a quickie before you leave.
I got to go home.
Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight. 600 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carlee's mother, stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carlee's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene.
So her behind done went and took the snacks and the stuff that she got, her bathrobe and her toilet paper and the snacks, and she took that stuff and left, okay?
Hoover police deployed all available assets from the point in search for Carlee. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators. Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounding local and federal agencies assisted Hoover police in the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search for evidence. K-9 teams from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department responded to check for any sign of Carlee, the child that she claimed to see, and anything else that could be considered evidence in this case. Those searches all turned up empty. Private citizens, including search parties organized by our family, friends, began looking everywhere that they could to find any trace. These searches took place throughout the day Friday, and again on Saturday, yielding nothing. At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded, but was not tied up because the captors said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact.
She believed they took pictures of her. They didn't have any sexual contact with her because she knew that they was going to do DNA and swab her and stuff like that. So, yeah, she had to say that. They didn't bandage her. They didn't tie her up because they didn't want to leave no marks on her hand. Really? And they told her that?
Stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence.
How ironic is that she been driving all around just to end up back where she was and driving and by her neighborhood? How ironic is that? What kind of kidnappers are those?
During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear on her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "You have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m.
Who looks up something like that? How to take money from a register without getting caught? Is that something that people, even if you're going to steal from your cash register, is that something you would look up?
The day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were two searches later to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, and only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
So basically, Carlee lied about everything. And this is what I want to say about this Carlee situation. I think Carlee should go to jail. I think she should pay restitution, and I think she needs a butt whooping. Okay, she done had all them people out there looking for her and this white child. And a lot of people are saying that the reason why people are mad is because she said it was a white baby, and that's why they came so quick, because the white baby was there and so forth and so forth. And they didn't find no white baby. They wasn't really looking for her. They was really looking for the white baby. That's what folks are saying. Y'all believe that? So they were saying that because she lied about the white baby, she need to go to jail. I think she need to go to jail, yes. Not for no long period of time. I just think maybe a month or something like that. She need to do community service, and she need to pay back all them people that went over there looking for her. I don't understand why she did that. We will never know why she did that. She wanted her boyfriend back? I don't know. But yeah, that was some sick stuff there. Y'all think she the reason why they was looking for her is because of the white baby, because she said the white baby? I don't know. I just think that she really set black women back. I think she made black women look foolish, just like,
Tawana Brawley is a 16-year-old girl whose story is the talk of New York these days. The New York State teenager who claims that she was abducted and raped by 6 white men.
In the late 1980s, Tawana Brawley became a household name as her horrific stories spread across the nation.
She had KKK written across her chest and nigger across her stomach.
Leading to widespread outrage.
We're going to expose the facts in these crimes that you do against black people.
And intense soul-searching about race in America.
Let Miss Brawley represent what we're not going to stand for as parents, as Americans, and as human beings.
But how did investigators discover the truth behind the Brawley rape, and what is its legacy today?
I think that the lessons of Brawley is very instructive for me and others. But I think that people want to cut off the lessons where they want.
Tawana Brawley case. She was found wrapped in a plastic bag, by some accounts, sexually assaulted.
The 16-year-old cheerleader said she'd been abducted 4 days earlier and had been repeatedly raped and sodomized.
She was found in a fairly frightening state. She had a pair of sneakers which had been cut with a razor. Her hair seemed matted and covered with feces. There was writing on her chest. The jeans that she had were burnt in the crotch. It was like, this is not a normal state to find someone.
More unsettling was the claim Brawley made on national television about one of her attackers.
He's a cop. He was a police officer.
Brawley attracted a team of activists to her side. The Reverend Al Sharpton, C. Vernon Mason, and Alton Maddox were well known in the press, having recently focused attention on another racially charged case, the killing of a black youth who was fleeing a white mob in Howard Beach, Queens.
New York State is now the capital of racial violence.
In the Brawley case, they saw the makings of a cover-up and demanded a special prosecutor take over.
I was a spokesman for the legal team and the family of Miss Brawley. I was involved to help bring light on the fact that there was a situation that needed to be adjudicated.
We are not going to let this girl be the scapegoat of a corrupt system. We want to show the world how low down, dongus, and callous the state of New York is.
Brawley's advisors declared they had a suspect, a young police officer named Harry Chris Jr., who had committed suicide days
Has released that Tawana identified Chris.
What's the evidence, Dave?
Tawana's voice on the tape identifying Chris.
With protesters taking to the streets, the state attorney general dispatched veteran investigator John Ryan to upstate New York with orders to solve the increasingly sensitive case.
We attempted immediately to sit down with Tawana and her family.
Y'all see how crazy that is? I don't know why that story just seems like it was so put together to me. Did y'all see the man, he offed himself days after that? So I'm wondering, did she name him and then he offed himself because he thought, you know, they was coming after him? That's just crazy to me. I wonder, when did she name him?
And we reached out repeatedly to her attorneys, her advisors, and that was never fruitful.
Her lawyers, it was their decision, along with the family, which I announced, that they did not want to cooperate because they did not trust the special prosecutor that was appointed by the governor.
We might send them a letter, and then, they'd have a press conference.
They're at a press conference, and all of a sudden, Alton Maddox pops out with this guy's name.
Her lawyers charged that Dutchess County Assistant District Attorney Stephen Pagonis was among the girl's attackers and demanded his arrest.
We have the facts and the evidence that an assistant district attorney and a state trooper did this. She made statements to the lawyer. She never made statements to me. I did not ask a 15-year-old girl what happened. I believe the lawyers believed their client, and I believe that we had an obligation to go forward.
Without Brawley's cooperation, Ryan tried to divine some clues from the initial police investigation.
In the course of the interview with the police, she literally only said one word. She would also indicate, I believe by eye blinks, they would ask her a question and she would indicate yes or no. The police officer took what they could get. She was found in a grassy area behind the building that her family had previously lived in, very near the apartment that was then vacant but unlocked. She had literally just come off being grounded because she got home at 5 in the morning from some party. She goes to visit a boyfriend in jail, and then she eventually takes the bus home. And
how does a 15-year-old get to go visit a boyfriend in jail? At 15, you're able to go to the jailhouse and visit somebody?
That's the last time anybody saw her officially during those 4 days.
From his headquarters at the State Armory in Poughkeepsie, Ryan and his team struggled to make sense of a case that seemed to grow more complicated every day.
We were an investigation under siege.
We closed the bridge, the court, and this building, and Main Street.
The press had its agenda, no offense. The advisors had their agenda, no offense. Quite frankly, we had to deal with those of us in the armory against the rest of the world.
There were scores of false leads. An acquaintance said he was with Brawley. He wasn't. A man claimed to have secret tapes that cast doubt on the veracity of Brawley's advisors. He didn't.
We started a rumor about a 9-fingered man, just to see how long it would take for a press report, to call us and start to ask about the 9-fingered man. I think it took 2 days.
But such moments of levity were brief.
A trooper starts up the steps of the armory, and these demonstrators decided they weren't going to let him in. He grabbed the demonstrator that was fighting him. Next thing we knew, Reverend Sharpton was accusing me of kicking a blind man. That bothered me. You realize how a lie can spread.
Her advisors had said a lot the past few months, charging that white local officials were involved in the crime, not to mention the mafia, the Ku Klux Klan, and the Irish Republican Army.
Sharpton called Cuomo a racist, compared Abrams.
Lord, I bet she ain't think it would have went this far. As
the press turned up the heat on Brawley's advisors, Ryan uncovered new clues.
The jeans she had on were burnt in the crotch, but she wasn't burnt there. The cutting in the sneaker, clearly it was done when the no foot was in the sneaker.
An FBI lab agent on the case drew his attention to bits of cotton found inside the feces-smeared glove, allegedly used in the attack on Brawley.
We were having a drink, and he said to me, and the damnedest thing is we found the same thing under her fingernails. Well, I almost spit my drink out. You got burnt cotton under her fingernails, burnt cotton in the tips of the glove. There's a real good chance, she's wearing those gloves.
Isn't that crazy, y'all? Another black chick lying, and she started it. I remember this case. She started this mess, and this was a hot mess.
Next, Ryan set about discovering the source of the racial epithet found on Brawley's body.
I was burning cotton in my kitchen and wasn't getting anywhere, and the burnt cotton fibers fell into the sink, and my wife, who's always been smarter than me, leaned forward, put her finger on the burnt cotton in the water, went like this, went like that. Looks like it to me. It was the last piece of the puzzle.
Today, after 7 months, 6,000 pages of testimony, and 180 witnesses, a grand jury found beyond any doubt Tawana Brawley's story is a lie.
Those allegations are untrue. The people who made those allegations lied. Their outrageous, irresponsible acts have increased the atmosphere of tension between the races.
I think that people have to advocate what they believe in. I have friends right now that believe O.J. Simpson is guilty right now. Right now. And a jury said he's not. Does that mean that I think they don't have credibility? That means that I think that they have a belief that I don't share, and a jury didn't share. A grand jury did not believe Ms. Brawley. I believe there was reason to pursue the situation.
One of the real victims of this case was the family of the police officer. They suffered the loss of their son through a horrible means, and then were subjected in the press to these allegations which had nothing to do with them.
I didn't bring them in the case. Ms. Brawley did. I was speaking for Ms. Brawley. I mean, of course we wanted the aspects of what her allegation was investigated.
Pagonis was also vindicated in the report.
We accounted for virtually every moment of his time over the 4-day period and concluded he had absolutely nothing to do with it.
There's absolutely no way that this...
I don't think people really understand what effects these folks that you lie on go through, in their lives. This man, he offed himself. The first guy, Chris, he offed himself. This guy, he got to live with the reputation that he did this to this chick. And she lied, and she going along with it. And I'm just like, wow.
For any good social purpose. If you concoct a rape, then you undermine the credibility of women who are raped.
Exactly.
If you concoct a rape and turn it into a race crime, then you undermine true victims of race crimes.
About 6 months after the hoax was unmasked, Brawley's former boyfriend told Newsday that Tawana had invented the scheme, apparently to avoid a beating by her mother's boyfriend after running away from home. But Brawley, who now works as a nurse under another name in Virginia, has steadfastly refused to explain herself publicly.
I'm not a liar and I'm not crazy. What did I lie about? Lie about what? The grand jury to me didn't really exist. That was all a farce.
Brawley and her advisors lost a defamation suit to Pagonis in 1998. Maddox had his law license suspended due to his refusal to answer questions about his conduct during the case, and Mason lost his because of unconnected ethical lapses. Sharpton was acquitted in a series of charity-related fraud charges.
I think that we, and certainly I, going forward, learned how to be more cautious. But I also think the media has not adopted a lot of this lesson, and I think prosecutors have not adopted this lesson.
The activist himself has moved on from the hoax that has altered the lives of so many others.
Barack Obama. I told Reverend Al backstage, he's getting skinnier than me.
If we had something right or wrong, at least give us credit. At least give me credit for life that was geared towards social justice, even if you think I was wrong on some cases. Don't act like I wasn't geared towards social justice.
This whole thing, whether it's Carlee or, Tawana started it off. And I think if a lot more women, black, white, indifferent, women on a whole, look how many women have cried, white women mainly, cried foul saying they were raped by black men and their life just changed. The one kid, I forgot his name, but he didn't even touch the girl. They went up to the hotel room, he might have kissed her, but he's in jail for like 15 years and he didn't even touch her. She was mad because he didn't touch her. I think any woman that lies on a man deserves to go to jail. I think Carlee needs to go to jail because had Tawana went to jail, we probably wouldn't have this stuff going on now. She didn't get no repercussions. She's a nurse now. I think she has some issues going on. And she's under another name, so you probably will never know who she is. But had Tawana Brawley have been punished, I think a lot of people would have, kind of like stepped back from it. That white lady, her name is Piano or something like that. She lied in 2016. They just arrested her. They just sentenced her the other day in 2021 because she lied and said that she was kidnapped. But they caught, and she was a white lady. She got sentenced to 18 months. I absolutely do believe that Carlee Russell needs to get arrested. She needs to pay retribution, and she needs to do community service. Stop lying. What are you lying for? Now her family look like crap. Her name is tarnished. And that girl that she was, her boyfriend, because allegedly her boyfriend done cheated on her with a stripper and she went in on that girl. So for that girl, yeah, now you look stupid. She was calling the girl, oh, I'm smarter than you. I'm cuter than you. Well, now guess what? You look stupider than me. Anyway, tell me what y'all think. Y'all think the only reason why they went looking for her is because she said there was a white baby missing? It was a white baby in the streets. Do y'all think that she needs to be arrested? Do y'all think she needs jail time? Let me know what y'all think. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.